Why is violating the bodily autonomy of an infant acceptable to you? And I can say, I'm a business owner and I can tell you, there's sensitivity right there, Ben.
I don't know what college that is, but somebody better give that kid's parents his tuition back. What's up, guys? Welcome back to SOS. I'm your host, Brother Maverick. And before I forget, because I always do, please, if you like the video, hit that like button, hit that sub button if you haven't already, click the bell for event notifications, and hit that share button because it definitely helps the channel a lot. Please and thank you. Now, I've heard some pretty bad and desperate analogies before, but this one would even make a 10-year-old kid cringe. And trying it with Ben Shapiro of all people, man, this kid was absolutely asking for it. So as usual, we're going to go ahead and check this interaction out, and you will catch my thoughts on the other side. Let's man up.
You have claimed that you oppose medical transitioning for these children, namely and specifically to what normally happens is puberty blockers, which you have called, you called it child abuse. Is that correct?
It is. That's correct.
You consider it, okay, you consider it child abuse. You consider it child abuse because you believe that a child is not capable of consenting to what you consider are irreversible procedures. Is that correct?
A damaging, irreversible procedure.
Damaging, okay. Ben, are your children circumcised? Did you circumcise your children?
Yes, I have two sons and they're both circumcised.
Why would you do that? Isn't that kind of hypocritical?
Nope, I'm circumcised. My works just fine.
Why? Why is violating the bodily autonomy of an infant acceptable to you? And I can say, I'm a business owner and I can tell you, there's sensitivity right there, Ben, that is removed when you do a circumcision. Why is that okay to you?
Well, I don't mean to get personal, but I'm sure it doesn't seem like you could possibly have a basis for comparison. You can't be both circumcised and uncircumcised. You're going to have to choose. As far as the efficacy of a once it's circumcised, if you wish to get into the biology, I'm perfectly happy to just point at my 4 children. I've been fruitful and I've multiplied. It's all working out just great. As for the notion that it is a grave violation of bodily autonomy, I can tell you there are millions of men across time who've been circumcised. This is not a quote-unquote damaging procedure in the same way that, taking a boy and shooting him full of estrogen so you can later cut off his and is. That's an absurd comparison on every level.
Genesis 17, 10, and 11. This is my covenant with you and your descendants after you, the covenant that you are to keep. Every male among you shall be circumcised. You are to undergo circumcision, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and you. Let's get something straight. Circumcision is not just some random act. It's a covenant, and it's a sacred agreement between God and his people. God himself commanded it in Genesis as a sign of obedience and faith. Now, trying to compare that to surgeries that permanently remove or mutilate healthy body parts because of someone's feelings, that's not just wrong, it's downright insane. Circumcision is simple. It doesn't change who you are, it doesn't mess with your identity or leave you dependent on lifelong medical treatments. But these surgeries, transgender surgeries, they take kids who can't even get a driver's license yet, and put them through irreversible procedures that permanently alter their bodies. And for what? A feeling that doesn't even last? Absolutely ridiculous. So here's the deal. Circumcision has been practiced for thousands of years. It's safe, it's quick, and it has clear cultural and spiritual roots. Men who are circumcised go on to live normal, healthy lives. But transgender surgeries, they're experimental at best. They leave people scarred, in pain, and pretty much always regretting their decision. That's not comparable, it's tragic. And the funniest part of the whole argument, calling a circumcision a violation of bodily autonomy. You have to be kidding me. When you're pushing kids into surgeries that they don't fully understand ever. Kids who can't legally buy a lottery ticket are somehow mature enough to decide to permanently alter their bodies. That's the real abuse. I'm sorry to tell you. So let's stop pretending that these two things are the same. Circumcision is a symbol of faith and a commitment to God. These surgeries are about rejecting biology and playing God. One honors the creator's design, the other one tries to tear it apart. See the difference? Let's stop pretending like these analogies even remotely make sense. Hey guys, I pray to God that you liked the video, and if you did, please type amen in the comment section if you agree, and if you don't, go ahead and leave those comments also, just keep it respectful. As always, please don't forget to like the video, hit the sub button, share the video, and smash that bell for event notifications, guys, so you never miss a new video. If you love what you see and you want to become a channel sponsor, you can hit that join button where the sponsorship trailer will explain the different tier options and the perks that you'll get as a result of joining each individual plan. Also, don't forget to check out our merch store, as I've recently added a ton of new merchandise to the store, and I would love to see nothing more than to see some of you guys wearing the Cross Unit logo out there in the wild. Lastly, the link to my Buy Me a Coffee is there as well. Of course, you're not required to do any of that. Just having you here with me is more than enough, and I am extremely grateful to God for your fellowship. As always, guys, be safe, be good, and be blessed. Remember that Jesus is King and the literal only way to heaven. So for those of you who haven't started a relationship with him yet, please consider it, because when he comes back for his people, it's gonna happen just like this.